It's in the game.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. We're getting set for kickoff, and here, partner, I'm really focused on the start of this game. Both teams emphasized what happens here right at the jump.
And that's why that so many of these teams spend so much time all week, Mike, on what they call their opening script. It's not just a series of plays that they like and they just kind of throw darts at the wall. It's how do you unmask the defense? How do you set up future plays and future possessions as the game unfolds? So much time and energy is spent on these first couple drives. I'm with you. I'm excited to see how do they come out, how aggressive, and where do they think the weaknesses of their opponent lie.
On the set.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Here we go. Ready.
Here's a first carry for their running back, and they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. 16 yards on the gain and a quick first down.
And this run game certainly didn't waste any time getting settled in. Nice job by the offensive line, displacing defenders at the point of attack, and allows the back to pick up a nice chunk to get this game rolling.
70 Lion.
Right back to him on first down.
On the ready.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Set up. Set go.
They'll stick with him again, and he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Ready.
To throw is Garoppolo. That caught by Davis. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. A 19-yard pickup there. Good for a Lions first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
Ready. 60. Go.
It's first down, and they'll run. And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll try to pick this one up on the ground. And the Lions are going to have first and goal, try to finish off this drive with a touchdown. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. What will the second quarter have in store? And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Lions ball to begin the second quarter. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. As we are ready, Eric Dickerson. Touchdown, Lions.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
The extra point by Elliott is good, and the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Now Burton on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10.
He goes, set! Ready,
They'll run it here with Antonio Gibson. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short.
set!
They'll run here with Gibson. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And one of the Raiders able to get back in there and secure possession so they keep the ball.
Pretty fortunate right there, Mike. If that ball bounces just a different direction, that could easily be a turnover or even points the other direction.
They'll try to sneak it here, and it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains. Two minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. From the 34 now, it's first and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. The pass rush gets home and he goes down. Byron Murphy getting through there to drop him for a loss of 6.
And we've seen this time and time again. When this guy is in a groove like he is here, I mean, he's impossible to block. I mean, the offensive line, they've got to come up with a better plan to slow him down, or he's going to completely wreck this game.
Thrown left side, the catch is made. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
White 7.
Hey, watch him right there. Go, go, go.
Ready, hot.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He'll dump this out wide to Gibson.
Hey, on the
2nd and 5.
Stop.
Working out of the gun, Stafford. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
Stop.
3rd and long. Here's Stafford.
Come on, y'all.
The pressure's going to get there again. He's forced down once more.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Lions offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so we'll try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
Ready, hot.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. That one good for a dozen and a very quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the 3rd quarter. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the 3rd quarter begins. Now Burton on the return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line, and that's where the offense will take the field. The Raiders offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down.
Feel set. Ready, hot.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And the Lions have come up with the football.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Detroit.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
Ready.
They'll stay on the ground. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. He takes it all the way down inside the 2, sets up 1st and goal.
2 yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Eric Dickerson. Touchdown, Detroit. That his second touchdown tonight. Elliott on now for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Lions move out on top, 14-0. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Now Burton on the return. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. The Raiders offense and running back Antonio Gibson heading out onto the field. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10.
Zebra.
Go for it, go for it.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Set. Ready, hot.
Now Gibson. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Stafford.
Keep making plays like that, baby.
Good shot, good shot.
Keep it up, dude.
You ain't
We're gonna keep making plays. Keep making plays, boy.
Not fun here. 3rd and a lot. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
It's 3rd down. It's a passing down. You know they're going to bring pressure. We've seen it time and time again. But as we've seen, this offensive line, they just haven't been able to handle the different looks the defense has thrown at them, and the sacks keep piling up.
To return is Johnson. And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field. The Lions offense and their running back set to go once more. They start with the lead and the football, and they do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Cowboy, ready.
Now a give up the middle. And he's got another one. Eric Dickerson. Touchdown, Lions. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. And making a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value. And so far, this guy's been incredible.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Now Burton on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down.
Set. Red 80.
Here's a designed run. He takes off.
They went to the designed quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short gain.
Now a second down throw for Stafford. This one complete to Washington. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Here's Gibson. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. So, 3 quarters now in the books. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. They only need a yard, and it's 4th down. They'll snap it. Here's Stafford. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on downs. The Lions offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. Well, the goal here is to run some time off the clock. The game is well in hand as they get it back on offense for 1st and 10. A handoff here, up the middle, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
On the set.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Garoppolo. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
He's got his man complete to Johnson. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a 1st down. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18.
Down. Panther 60. Panther 60.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Set. Ready.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Now it's 2nd and 1.
Set up. 70 Lion. Go.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he will have the 1st down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this baby all the way down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Now Burton on the return. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. They trail here late, hoping to put something, anything on the board before they get out of here. Going to start this drive, 1st and 10.
Here goes set. What happened?
Stafford. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Adonai Mitchell, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Second down, it's Stafford.
You had it.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
I feel you, dog. That's the way to play it. That's the way to
What you got here?
The Raiders have their punt team out there as he's standing right around his own goal line. This fielded inside the 35. And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field. The Lions offense about ready to take over once more. These fans set to head home happy. Very solid performance by the hometown side as they finish off a very decisive victory.
Come on, set! 60 Eagles, 60, set, go!
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win here for the Lions. They put together a complete football game as they finish this one in shutout fashion. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll have Jimmy G calling the shots. Grew up in the northern suburbs of Chicago, went to Eastern Illinois. Jimmy Garoppolo.
And Jimmy Garoppolo has shown that he can be a Super Bowl quarterback, but his biggest problem, his ability to stay healthy and remain on the field. When able, he's a capable quarterback prone to winning games both in the regular and postseason.
Ready? Viking 18.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Ready? Hut.
Going to give it up the middle. Here's Dickerson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Let's go.
Back to Dickerson here on 2nd down. Sheds off the tackle. He's still on his feet. He's on his way. Touchdown, Detroit. Eric Dickerson, 78 yards. And the Lions need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Well, this will frustrate a coach right here. The flag is out before they get off the extra point, and this is going to be a delay of game. That flag, that'll push him back 5. Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Here we go.
Elway. There's a short one caught by Johnson. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
I love the modern game, but that was a throwback right there to see the big man with football, running, knocking people aside, and picking up yardage. That takes me back to the 60s, the 70s, when fullbacks ruled the earth.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And a loose football. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
On the ready.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. Now they'll throw it with Elway. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Ready.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Elway. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. He was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive. Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be two guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 3rd and 6.
Come on, set. Hut.
Inside give to Dickerson. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Ready.
Elway will throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Go. Cougar 19. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives, and it looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. On the return, Johnson. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, great blocking nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
On the double. Ready. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Here we go. 60 Eagle. 60 Eagle.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time. So that flag will set him back 5 yards. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Well, perhaps the center has a little stage fright here. Let's see if he can do better this time. It's now 1st and 30.
Viking 18. Go.
Dickerson on the handoff. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Here we go. Ready?
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
Ready? 19. Check go.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Detroit. Noah Fant, 42 yards. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's Noah Fant who caps things off with the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
Down. 70 Timberwolf.
Dickerson trying the right side. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10.
Set up. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Hut, hut.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And it's caught.
Let's do this.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts.
Go, boys, bring it on.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll try and run for it here with Dickerson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Eric Dickerson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions take a 3-touchdown lead.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Bills getting set to go. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now Elway. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. From midfield, Elway. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith.
On the ball.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. They fake the give. Now Elway. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. That is Junior Seau, not known for his pass rushing skills. The Charger great gets in here for the sack. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big. You're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
That's complete. Lambert Smith. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read?
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Johnson on the return. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Lions will take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45.
Bronco 80. Ready?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 103 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
Ready?
They'll go right back to the ground with Dickerson. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Viking 18. Ready?
Here's Eric Dickerson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
Ready? 70 Lion. Go.
A carry for Dickerson. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Second and goal from the 1.
Ready? Run.
They'll run now with Dickerson. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Eric Dickerson taking it in from a yard out. And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Elliott Good with a PAT. And that makes the score 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
Back now at Ford Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9.
Shut up. Bronco switch.
From the
Bronco
gun,
switch.
here's a run by Gainwell. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
This is intercepted. Picked off by the great one, Darrelle Revis. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 159 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Check go.
Running it with Dickerson. And some space, puts it on the carpet, it's out. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a 1st down. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 1st down, Dickerson. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Brendan, every great running backs coach that I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. And that one is his 2nd fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
Shut up. 70 Lions. Ready.
Back to Dickerson here on 2nd down. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So it's a high 5 for that one. His 5th rushing touchdown of the game as he draws ever nearer to potentially making a run at an NFL record. Elliott on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them in plus territory. Excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Johnson. Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick him off for the 2nd time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolf. Shut up.
And they'll indeed take a knee. For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Boy, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed to sleep. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles.
It's in the game.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback standing at 6'2" from Eastern Illinois. It's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And Jimmy Garoppolo has shown that he can be a Super Bowl quarterback, but his biggest problem, his ability to stay healthy and remain on the field. When able, he's a capable quarterback prone to winning games both in the regular and postseason.
Let him go, let him go, let him go, let him go.
Garoppolo looks to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Escapes the defender. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
Ready, ready.
This is Eric Dickerson, the four-time rushing champ. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down.
Now, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Let's go now. Ready.
Inside give to Dickerson. And fights through one man. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On the double. Here we go. Hut.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Completing it to the right side, Johnson.
All day,
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
set. Ready.
Going to give it up the middle. Here's Dickerson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Eric Dickerson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Lions will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Chiefs now under their veteran head coach, Andy Reid. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Going again on the ground here with Hill. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Check white.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Ready, ready. Here we go. Set, go.
Dickerson on the handoff. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Ventrell Miller, the one to bring him down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Ready? Go.
Running it with Dickerson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Panther 60. Panther 60. Hot.
They'll run now with Dickerson. And he's going to have another 1st down here as he's able to dive beyond the marker. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were. And you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll try to run for it here with Dickerson. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd and goal from the 1. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Set. Ready.
Here's Eric Dickerson. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Eric Dickerson with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To the air is DeVito. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Ready.
DeVito going to look to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Johnson to return it. Johnson jostles free. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Here we go.
A carry for Dickerson. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hanson and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the
Welcome
third quarter.
back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon
and Charles
Gordon.
Davis.
A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well. This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Let's go now. Ready.
Throwing now, DeVito. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up third. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. To throw is DeVito. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
On the return, Johnson. Pushing his way through. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Let's go now. Go.
They'll run on first down. Dickerson down to the 42, second down.
On the ready.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 5.
Ready. Hot, hot.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson still fighting for more. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 64 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Set it. Ready.
On first down, Dickerson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Up the middle they go. Dickerson.
Whoa!
It still won't go down. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Eric Dickerson, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Lions take a 3-touchdown lead. Elliott Good with a PAT. And that makes the score 21-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And now here comes Kansas City. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Final minute now of the third quarter.
Here we go, set.
Here's DeVito. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Big Ndamukong Suh, one of the league's best for a long time, getting a sack there. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Johnson on the return. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go, set.
They'll run on first down. Dickerson. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on Monday Night Primetime. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Ready, set, go.
Back to Dickerson here on second down. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
Here we go. Set up.
On first down, Dickerson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Ready.
They run the counter. Dickerson. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Ready. 60 Bison.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. 3rd and 2. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, they go to Dickerson. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Set. 70 Lion. Ready.
They run the counter. Dickerson. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
70 Timberwolf. Ready?
A handoff as they run the counter play. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 126 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Shut up. Viking 18. Hot, hot.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely